Welcome to the Gin Weekly Update for Friday, March 18th, 2016. I'm Joel Yeast. This week in the Gin Weekly Update, learn about our Dream Weekend Global Success Conference coming up August 5th through the 7th in San Diego, California. Take advantage of some very special incentives for that trip. Also, a schedule of some important calls coming up for you. The next episode in our weekly webinar series, plus a lesson on the circle of good. What is it, and how can it help you? First, there are a few very special calls coming up this week. As you know, Don and Melinda Boyer host a weekly Sunday night call for our Gin members. You should participate in that call. This Sunday, Don and Melinda will feature our very own Blaine Aythorne. Join the call, get engaged, and hear what Blaine has to say. Also this Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, join Blaine Aythorne and Troy McLean for a terrific Tuesday Gin call. Look for an email with all of the details and call-in information. If you have any questions, send an email to support@globalinformationnetwork.com. There was such an overwhelmingly positive response to our 2016 Dream Weekend Global Success Conference announcement. We're headed west to the Hilton La Jolla near San Diego, August 5th through the 7th, 2016, and you should be too. We have Brian Tracy, one of our most sought-after speakers and mentors in the business. Now, many of you have already signed up for this event. If you haven't, be sure to sign up right away because it's selling out fast. And if you haven't already heard, there are some special incentives for you to sign up early. Most of our members who were in Cancun at the Leadership Retreat already have registered for Dream Weekend. For those of you who took massive and immediate action and signed up for Dream Weekend Global Success Conference when it was announced at our Leadership Retreat, or if you sign up for Dream Weekend by March 31st, you get a special incentive. Between now and June 15th, if you refer 3 people to the Global Information Network, we're going to refund back your ticket price to Dream Weekend. Right now, we're in our early bird special. That's $347. Plus, if you're signed up for Dream Weekend Global Success Conference and you get someone to join Gin as a member, they will get a free ticket to that Dream Weekend. Now, that's while tickets last. But that shouldn't be a problem for you because leaders make decisions, right? Let's watch the promo video for that event right now.
Thoughts are causes and conditions are effects. Your thoughts are what are called the primum movum, the primary moving force of your life. The more emotion attached to a thought, the greater is the intensity of the vibration. Hello, I'm Brian Tracy, and I wanted to take a minute to let you know how much I'm looking forward to seeing you at your Dream Weekend, the Global Success Conference. I've known Blaine Aythorne personally for more than 20 years, and he's been sharing with me how unique your club is and how each of you are dedicated to accomplishing your most cherished goals and dreams and desires. Well, I'll be sharing with you nuggets of real gold that I have learned in my lifetime to help you do just that. Yes, you can be and do and have much more, and sometimes one idea can change your life. So dream big and make the decision to attend Dream Weekend. I look forward to seeing you there.
Now let me say that again for clarity's sake. First of all, sign up for Dream Weekend. Do it before March 31st, and these incentives become active. First incentive is sign up 3 people to the Global Information Network as members by June 15th. If you do that, we'll refund your ticket price back to you. Also, if you're signed up and you get someone to join the Global Information Network as a member, they get a free ticket to Dream Weekend Global Success Conference while tickets last. Now, this deal could end at any time, so do it now. This week on the Premier Gin webinar, Stacy Boyer continues part 3 of her informative webinar called Motivating You, Your Destiny by Choice. Stacy shares a part of her book and teaches us how to find grace in all moments. Our journey toward greatness is different, but you will find your own motivation. How do you become a game changer? See, Stacy lets us in on her own personal story and how we can make it through everything. At times it's very touching, and at times it's very funny. And Stacy Boyer has the right tools to set you on the path toward a better you. Log into the Gin homepage to get the latest Gin webinar. A few weeks ago on the Gin Weekly Update, I mentioned something called the Circle of Good. Many of you asked me to expand upon that concept, the Circle of Good. When you think of 2 things, the 2 feelings, feeling good and feeling bad, you can sometimes come into a bit of a gray area. Now, obviously, you want to feel good most of the time. That's the goal, right? Or at the very least, on a daily basis, you should try to feel good more than you feel bad. When you're in a situation that you don't like or a situation that you don't understand, it's sometimes helpful to remember the circle of good. The circle of good is easy. Think of all of the blessings in your life and the good things that happen to you. They're not all going to be wedding days and roller coasters. Maybe sometimes it's hanging out with family, or some good news, or simply a beautiful day. So when you imagine the circle of good, the best things are going to be in the middle. Your wedding day, hopefully. Your birthday, a gin event. There are other things that are also great that can vary. A vacation, seeing an old friend, graduation, time with family, a good cup of tea, watching your favorite team, watching your children succeed, the smell of rain, the sound of nature, traveling, running, baking, new shoes, popcorn at the movie, riding your bike, whatever it is that makes you feel good. You see where I'm going? These are the other things that we can mentally place on the outside of that circle. Think of it like a bullseye. But those things are still good. Anything within that circle is what I call the circle of good. You're feeling good. You're going in the right direction. Anything that's outside of that circle is maybe what's feeding your ball of negativity. So while you can't control everything that happens on a given day, you can control how it affects you. And you can control what you see as a positive and what you see as a negative. Remember, you control your feelings. You decide what your life is going to be like. Do you ever wonder why two people can have the same experience, yet have different feelings about it? How was the restaurant? Oh, let me tell you, it was fantastic. I didn't call for a reservation, and they were packed. But we still got a seat up at the bar. From there, we could see the entire restaurant and hear the live jazz playing as we got to have a good conversation with the bartender. You see, it turns out he and I went to the same school. And he recommended this amazing wine. He bought our first glass, so we ordered the whole bottle. After a while, it got really busy, so we listened to the music and watched the mechanics of the whole restaurant from our vantage point. It was really unique. And the food, the food was outstanding. They were out of their seafood special for that night. See, it must have been so amazing to run out of it so early. So we're going to mark that for the next time we come. Instead, we had prime rib, and it was delicious. We laughed and we ate all night long, and we made sure that we tipped our server well. See, he was busy, but he still had time to serve us. Or conversely, the other side of that coin could be like this. How was the restaurant? Oh, don't even ask. It was awful. They were so busy and packed that we couldn't even get a table without a reservation. Instead, we had to sit up at the bar like lower-class citizens. At first, the bartender couldn't stop talking to us. Wouldn't leave us alone. Evidently, we went to the same school. Big deal. He recommended a wine, as if he knows what I like. And he's lucky that it was good, because I would have made him pay for the whole bottle and not just the one glass he bought us. And the band, well, it was a little loud. The bartender spent all of his time working on drinks for other customers. See, we tried to order the seafood special, but they were out of it, of course. I mean, what kind of a restaurant runs out of food, right? Instead, we had prime rib, and nobody can ever get that right. Anyway, the place was busy, and the food was lousy. We didn't bother tipping much either, and I doubt we'll come back. Those are two very different stories, aren't they? But the same thing happened. Who would you rather be? It's the same event, but which would you choose? Become self-aware and discover your own circle of good. Don't major in the minors. Set yourself and your people up for success. Live in the moment and make sure that that moment is good. After all, it's up to you, right? That's the Gin Weekly Update for Friday, March 18th, 2016. Thanks for watching. I'm Joel Yeast.